Hello and welcome to another PA Matches Cast. I'm Brian Purkiss, and this is round 1 of the PACE Master of May tournament. We've got a 1v1 between Stuart98 and chpodowock. I'll just call him Chip. Between Stuart and Chip. I've never seen Chip play, so this is going to be interesting to see. As we can see here, we've got Stuart is a little bit ahead Chip, and has sent out a bomb bot first. That is a very uncommon move. Both players have started with the exact same opening build, but Chip had to do a little bit more walking in order to place his opening metal spots. And there we go. Now we see a whole bunch of metal queued up, and because Stuart built that bomb bot first, they're now kind of equaled up. Oh, we got a stinger out. Let's see, here comes that bomb bot. Oh, that is unfortunate. Stuart has blocked off one of his metal spots. It's a very unfortunate and annoying little hiccup. And the bomb bot has found, and boom, it gets shot down. Bomb bots are pretty cheap, so doing such a move like that's actually not too shabby. If you get lucky, then you can take out a Faber, which is a huge win. And worst case, you find out where your opponent is for hardly any metal very early on. Scouts now come out for Stuart, and this is the live build, so Scouts do have the gun on there, and there we go, got shot down. So both have a perfectly equal economy right now. Now both players know where each other are at this point. So both players are just working on trying to get there work on improving their economy and expand. Chip does have some doxes running around. Not completely sure where all they're headed, so looks like there's just got some doxes moving out to do some raiding. Which, if they're able to find a fabricator, then killing one of those doxes can be a very, very good win. This dox is moving along, and if it ends up finding this fabricator, that'll be very good. Interesting single laser defense tower placement. That's not really protecting much. Stuart's expanding in all directions rather nicely, but Chip is doing a much better job of expanding right now. Wow, I'm very impressed. It's rather uncommon to see people that I've never heard of doing this well. So let's see. Let's look at the unit count. Stuart is a little bit ahead in the total unit count. Does have more of an army, or a total metal army, but still, Chip does have a larger economy. Probably going to see, yep, there we go, advanced is now being worked on by both players. Oh, but Stuart is going for advanced air and advanced bots at the same time. When you're building your first advanced factory, generally it's a better idea to focus down on one. Pick one, be it air, bots, vehicles, doesn't matter. Pick one and stick with it. So that way you've got more of a metal investment into one, so you finish one of them before you'd finish one of them by focusing on one rather than finishing two later, and getting one of them out first is a really big deal. Both players are hurting for energy right now. And right now it's a race for advanced, and it looks like Stuart is winning the race for advanced. That's unfortunate. Pathing is still a problem. You know what? I don't see a whole lot of radar coverage. Okay, I don't see any from either player. That is very, very interesting. Radar coverage is very, very, very helpful, particularly on smaller maps like this. Having the radar coverage allows players to figure out where attacks are coming from sooner rather than later. The intel is just invaluable. Both players are finishing up their first advanced factory right about the same time. And see, this is what I'm talking about. What I was talking about. So the air factory is coming along, but if Stuart had focused down on just the bot factory would have been done 20 seconds ago, give or take, which once with, I mean, it's a huge advantage getting out your bot factory first. Or your first advanced factory first, simply given the immense power of the T2 Eco. Not much still's going on. We're at 7 minutes in, about good time to get the advanced out in the current live build. Idle commander, that is very, very unfortunate. If that commander had worked on helping out that advanced bot factory, it would have been done by now. So let's see. Advanced air factory looks like it's coming up on almost halfway done. Expansions are coming on meeting. And see, if they had radar coverage, they'd be able to know about all this stuff. Neither player seems to be doing much late game scouting or radar. Just come on, radar. I don't know, I guess maybe I just like radar more than most people. But the basic radar you can spam up all over the place. And very nice. Going to be a very good win here for Chip. But Doxes are moving into intercept. And it's going to be close. Yep, that is unfortunate. That metal extractor survived. It's always unfortunate to almost kill a building and then not quite finish it off. So let's see, advanced air factory, how's that doing? About half, a little over, oops, too far. A little over halfway done, and advanced eco is spreading from Stuart. Economies are still currently about even. Let's see how things are going over here. Interesting. Chip is focusing on getting out a lot of sniper bots. No, never mind. I missed it. Does have only one advanced fabricator out. Very interesting move. But he is going to have a bunch of sniper bots to use. You know, let's see. Chip does have radar coverage now, but does not know about that advanced air factory, which has stopped being assisted. Oh no, if this factory starts degrading and disappears, then that is going to be, oh, there we go. Whew, that was close. That was very close. That would have been disastrous for Stuart, because that is a lot of metal investment right there. That would have been just gone. So let's see. Oh, we've got some nice raiding moving around here on the south from Chip, as well as another group coming over here. Very nice move, going two different directions at once. Look at those sniper bots. And see this, I love attacking from two directions at once. This diversionary force is keeping Stuart's army distracted, while this force was moving around, but unfortunately has stopped. So sizable force over here, and looks like we're going to get a bit of a clash over here, as well as moving forward over here. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Ants are much better in unit versus unit exchanges than Doxes. Whew, this is very, very interesting. There we got multiple attacks going on. Oh, and the advanced air is done, and this is probably going to win the game for Stuart. Peregrines and gunships. Peregrines and gunships. But if Stuart or Chip is able to snipe that advanced air factory, then it could turn things around. Bit of a clash over here. Looks like it's coming out better for Stuart, which Chip does have a larger economy than Stuart. Man, this is a very surprisingly close match. Unfortunately, we've got some pathing errors over here. Units are preferring to dance rather than do anything useful. Lots of... Oh, there we go. Working on an advanced air factory with a bunch of idle fabricators that really need to be activated. Man, Chip has a lot of fabricators. 42. Chip has almost twice as many fabricators as Stuart. So let's see how things are going on over here. And orient north. Bit of an attack force moving over here from Chip. So that's one of the nice things. If you are always the one who's attacking, you are destroying parts of your opponent's base while forcing them to react. So your opponent is losing their base while you are not. So there's a decent attack force over here on this side that's going to be circling around for the attack. And look at those stingers. Stingers are just ridiculously good. Let's take a look at Chip. So Chip does have radar coverage, so he can use those sniper bots. Uh-oh! This is not good. Looks like we might get a commander snipe without Chip even realizing that he's shooting at the commander. Although, maybe by the speed he can tell. Oh, but Stuart called GG, but it might not be GG if this bot force can intercept. And the bot force does intercept. Very nice save from Stuart. Wow, that was close. But we've got this other bot force over here on the other side, moving in, putting in some damage on those advanced metal extractors. So those bots are going to be putting in some very, very nice destruction on those advanced air factories. And yep, see what Stuart's saying. Late game, you always have to keep your commander in the middle of the base. You just cannot leave him out on the edge like that. Right here, assisting that air factory is a perfect location. Advanced air's moving in and putting in some very nice work. Whew, wow, this is intense. Let's see. Wow. Chip has lots of unchallenged map control, and there's lots of unclaimed map control. And Stuart is being hemmed in on all sides, and not looking good for Stuart. This is just goes to show that being aggressive and attacking your opponent is extremely helpful. Stuart has always been on the defensive, so he hasn't been able to go out and raid and attack any of Chip's outlying metal extractors or anything. Stuart does have a much larger economy at this point, but he is not using that economy. He needs to start doing something with his economy, or he might as well not have it. Gunships moving forward, and there one Peregrine moves in and just slaughters everything. Peregrines are OP. Going for advanced vehicles. Nice move. Vanguards are very, very powerful units. But he keeps on having that destroyed. And see, this is what I'm talking about. He's hemmed in on all sides, does not have much room to expand or do much of anything. But since he does have more advanced structures, map control doesn't particularly matter in this current build. All that matters is T2 economy. even so, Chip is just doing a much, even though Stuart has a better economy, Chip is doing a much better job of using his units. And Stuart still is in the match. He can still pump out a lot of stuff, and he could turn things around. Oh, nice move, and he's going on the aggression. Very good. Which, now this brings up another interesting thing. As I mentioned earlier, the disparity in fabricator count. Chip is doing a much better job of using his economy thanks to the large amount of fabricators. Oh, interesting. That was close. That was almost a snipe, or well, a good way towards a snipe. Always got to protect your commander late game. So at this point, both commanders are damaged. Gotta protect your commander, and the commander's also not doing anything. That commander should be assisting the air factory or bot factory or something. Okay, let's move on back. Ooh, nice expeditionary force of gunships, and taken down by one Peregrine. Really do not like that rate of fire on the Peregrine. Just sucks. And at this point, Stuart probably shouldn't have gone straight for the commander. It's always a really good idea to go to the outlying and do a bunch of just raiding and general destruction. If you're able to hamper your opponent's economy, then that's a huge win. At this point, it looks like Stuart is just putting everything into advanced air and is going to try and pull off that snipe. Let's look over here, and Chip is doing a very good job of countering that. Looks like he's doing nothing but building Peregrines to protect from the snipe, since he has won the ground war. All he needs to do is keep his commander safe from a ground snipe, and eventually Chip is going to be able to pull off a win. So at this point, yep, and Peregrines move in and slaughter everything. Peregrines are OP. So at this point, I think Stuart needs to change up his tactic and do something different, since this air is not working out well. Look at that. Stuart had more fighters and more air units, and so he should have won that engagement, but because of the broken rate of fire, the stupid rate of fire, yep, there we go, that's what I was talking about. Air is not working, so he needs to change it up. So he's got all, nope, not all, probably should be all. At this point, it might be a good idea for Stuart to stop with the gunships and just build lots of Peregrines to protect and take all of his stuff and focus down on that nuke. Oh, and Chip is doing some scouting, and he did see the nuke launcher being built. Wow, there's a lot of build power focusing down on that nuke. But Stuart is starting to lose map control. As we can see, there's little bits of explosions here and there, and sniper bots are moving in on all sides, destroying metal extractors as well as power plants, and Stuart's economy is just hurting. But if he is able to focus down on that nuke, he could snipe that commander. I do not see any anti-nukes. Yep, no anti-nukes. So, if Stuart is able to finish this nuke, which right now he's working on trying to get his economy back on track, but if he is able to finish this nuke and hit the commander, he'll need to scout the commander, but if he can do it, then he can pull off a win, because that commander is at half life. He's racing against the clock because he's being attacked by sniper bots on all sides. His economy is constantly shrinking. Almost might be worth it for him to get fabricators and build up walls around everything, since sniper bots cannot shoot over walls. That'll buy him a little bit of time. But at the same time, that's a decent metal investment. Needs to be careful of his commander. It could potentially be sniped there, but nope. And there we go. Every single scrap of his economy is now going towards that that nuke. If that bomber had flown right over here, then that would have taken out all of those fabricators along with Stuart's only hope of winning. Sniper bots are moving in and focusing down on that advanced air factory. Down goes the advanced air factory. Advanced power plant to follow. Stuart just doesn't have enough time. Oh, and wow! That's what I was talking about. Down goes all the fabricators. Down goes the nuke. That is GG. There is nothing left that Stuart can do. Chip's unit count is higher. Economy is larger. Has more map control. Chip has got it in the bag. Wow, I always enjoy matches where somebody an unknown, somebody who I've never seen play, comes out of nowhere and pulls off a win. So now it's just a matter of time. Down goes the bombing run and finishes off the commander. Wow, that was a really good game. Whew, well, an upset out of round one, or maybe not really an upset, but an unexpected win out of round one. I enjoyed that. I hope you did. Let me know what you think in the comments, and drop me a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.